As Elmira mentioned in her piece, in Iran and around the world, people are paying very close attention to these elections. Earlier, I spoke to Seyed Hossein Mousavian, a former Iranian diplomat, about the vote, its significance, especially after that landmark nuclear deal.
Practically, the nuclear deal was ratified, supported ultimately with the current parliament, and the most important reality is that the supreme leader supported the nuclear deal. However, there are serious opponents to nuclear deal, which they have participated in the current elections, and it would be important to see whether the Iranian nation would elect those who are supporting the nuclear deal or those who are opposing the nuclear deal.
And a lot of people around the world, Mr. Mousavian, are viewing these elections with a lot of skepticism. Real reformist candidates, hundreds of them, were disqualified.
You know, 12,000 people, they registered for parliament for 290 seats. Therefore, everyone can understand you cannot really believe 12,000 people, they were qualified for such an important task and duty. However, at the end, the Guardian Council qualified 6,000 people. Although the moderates, they are not happy, they believe more should have been qualified. But to be fair, still 6,000 people running for 290 seats. It is already a competitive election.
And how much, in your opinion, is this election perhaps a reflection of the bitter political divide between the reformists and moderates and the hardliners?
See, we have had, since the early days of revolution, we have had two major schools of thought. One, we say principalist, or you say in the West or internationally known as conservatives, and the other moderates. These two schools of thoughts have been always in every election have been fighting together. We have had 36 elections after 37 years of revolution. This election is more important because for the first time, two major parliaments, the National Parliament and the Assembly of Experts, are holding at the same time, the same day. Therefore, I believe the outcome would be critically important for the future of Iranian politics, domestically, regionally, and internationally.
What about the Iranian youth? How are they viewing this election? By the latest estimates I have from the World Bank, 60% of 77 million Iranians are under the age of 30, sir. How do they view this election? Can they expect real change?
They are the major force to come to the ballot votes and to vote. If the percentage of participants goes beyond 40%, beyond 30%, it means we have had a major participation of the youth because almost 70% of Iranian population are under 35 or 30. Therefore, they are really the major force determining the future of the election or the result of the election.